I want you today to meet Monique Fanfan and her 6-year-old son, Malachi. An amazing young man who had a hidden talent just discovered this summer, right? Hi, Malachi. How are you?
Great.
Great. It is great to have you. Hello, Monique.
Hi, how are you?
Fantastic. Tell me about this amazing discovery. What was going on? This was just a few months ago in the summer, right?
Correct. Malachi actually spent some time in the summer in Fort Lauderdale, Florida with his father's side of the family. And in the process of that, we also I have an older daughter who was experiencing some difficulties in the hospital as well. So while Malachi was in Florida, it was a scare for that side of the family. They took him to the doctor a few times, but they couldn't diagnose it
Couldn't figure out what was going wrong.
Exactly. And so while my daughter was in the hospital, they realized that she was diagnosed with Crohn's disease.
Okay.
And then as they determined her disease, I realized that's what he was dealing with.
Had some of the same symptoms, the same discomfort.
Yes, but his was more severe than hers.
So you ended up coming back home here to Metro Atlanta area.
Flew down to Fort Lauderdale, picked him up, and brought him back to Atlanta. We immediately went to Scottish Rite Hospital, and
the Children's Hospital here, one of the Children's Hospital here in Atlanta.
Correct.
So that experience leaves you in the hospital, getting great care and great treatment.
Correct.
But tell me, at some point you decided to go take a walk down the hall, and what did you discover?
Well, once they diagnosed him with his disease, we were able to get out the room, and we went to the library. In the process of me being in the library with one of our visitors, he went down to the piano, and he just started playing the piano, and we were like,
so wait, what were you thinking when you saw the piano?
I just wanted to play it.
You just wanted to play it. Had you ever played a piano before that day this summer?
No.
So what did you do? Did you just start banging on it, or you started? I think we've got a video of what it was like that first time. Do you remember what it felt like and what it sounded like? Did you know what it was going to sound like? You didn't know? All right. I want our viewers to hear what happened that moment that you sat down at the bench at Children's Healthcare at Scottish Rite. Malachi, you've got to be kidding me. You had never played a piano before. It sounds like you even used the pedals, because I can hear a little bit of the streaming of that harmony. How did you know what to do? Or did you know what to do?
In my brain.
It was in your brain. Of course it was in your brain. Tell me, what did it feel like when you were playing those keys? Because you didn't just go bang, 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 bang. What did that feel like for you?
It felt like that. Wait, what?
What did it feel like? Was it exciting? Were you surprised at what it sounds like when you put your fingers on the keys?
Like, what did the keys feel like?
What did it feel like when you hit it and then that music came out?
It felt like that I knew that I had a good talent, so I can be a good person.
Yes, of course you have a good talent and you're already a good person. But Mom, what were you thinking?
At first I didn't, catch it, but everybody was so amazed by it.
What were the people saying?
They were like, you need to put him on TikTok. He would go viral. He sounds amazing.
Because I think in the longer version, are people asking, is this his first time, or how long has he been playing, right?
Exactly. And everybody wants to know if he's ever played before. How old is he? I was like, he's just 6 years old. 6 years old? Yeah, so everybody was raving about him, which caught my attention.
Yeah, but there's not a piano at home, or
no.
But is there one at school?
There's one at school. He said, since then he has played at school with the music teacher.
But tell me what the conversations have been like ever since, because that's been a few months. I know he probably is asking, right?
Yes, he still wants to play, and so he go and get infusions at a doctor's office across the street from the hospital. So when he sees the hospital, it reminds him of playing the piano, and so he'd be like, "Mom, can I go over there and play?" But we never have enough time.
Right, you got to get to the appointment. So tell me about the piano at school. Do you get to play the piano at school?
Sometimes, but not all the times.
Not all the times. Do you want to play the piano at school?
Yes.
Yeah, so sometimes you get a chance and like you get to take a turn and then your friends will get to take a turn. When you're playing, does it sound like what we just heard? When you're playing the keys all the way up and down? That is so impressive. So let me ask you this. I know when you're at school, you're also taking a bunch of different classes, right? Tell me about school. What's it like being a first grader?
It's like that it's like I'm learning a second grade.
You're on a second grade level? So you're doing like second grade math and second grade like spelling and everything else?
No, it's just like I feel like in the second grade.
Oh, and you do like to spell though. Yeah, well, you know what, I'm not surprised, and I'm sure our viewers aren't either, because you are super smart. Mom, what would that look like to be able to, have you been thinking about like piano lessons? I mean, I know you're busy and you're single mom, other children. What would that look like for you?
Well, it would be exciting for him to have piano lessons, but right now I think the main focus is probably getting a piano and to let him play, because it seems as if he has a natural talent.
Right.
So I think the main goal is to get a piano and start there.
And we know that that's not even something that is cheap, right? That's not something that we just go, hey, I'm just going to run. You have to save for that. Does that look like something maybe as a long-term goal?
Yes, exactly.
It's tight though. I get it, right?
I got 3 kids and I'm a single parent, so yes, it's not something.
It's not at the forefront. So it's exciting to at least have that piano at school, right? All right. So we're going to see maybe the teacher let us play that piano at school a little bit more too. Okay, good deal, good deal.